Hey everyone, this is kind of a continuation of the last video about a little thing that happened in the butterfly app. Feel free to check that video out first if you haven't seen it already, which basically consists of some women being transphobic and sexist towards other lesbians from the girl dating app. So this is for those people out there who don't quite understand what a trans woman is, but I am here to go through some explanations to show you, to tell you that we are definitely not men. Once again, I want to thank all the other women who gave support and nice comments, including the admin of the Butterfly app. Thank you again for being supportive and listening to me, and hope you find this video informative as well. First things first, I do fully acknowledge that as a trans woman, as someone born biologically a boy, as of today, there is no way in science for me to become 100% identical to someone born as a woman. I cannot be identical as a cis woman, and that's something I fully acknowledge. That's even including the news recently that there is a doctor who's trying to do a uterus transplant into a trans woman, once again trying to push this science forward. But there's a lot of progress happening, a lot of progress is going to take many years in the future, and I don't think I will see that, or the next generation will see that being completed. But for science to push far enough for someone like me to become 100% identical to the opposite gender that I was born with, I don't think I'll see it in my lifetime or maybe the next lifetime. However, there are many things in science that a person can do, can push their body's gender towards the other side of the spectrum, including a lot of things that I have done myself as well. With a lot of people looking down upon the LGBT community, I especially hope those who are in the LGBT community to especially listen to the information I have today and understand what I'm trying to tell you. And I really want to explain how trans women aren't just men who cross-dress. We aren't just men who dress to look like women. We do a lot more than that. In fact, I do plan on doing a video comparing trans women to cross-dressers at a later date. First things first, in order for us to be officially considered a trans woman, I need to get an evaluation and approval from a psychiatrist. There are certain lists of approved private and public psychiatrists out there that I can go visit. I have done that. I have a letter called the Real Life Experience Letter. I made a video about it. It was one of the happiest days of my life. What happens is I go in there, I talk to the psychiatrist, and he evaluates my mental state and the things that I'm doing, and to see if I actually think, feel, speak, and if I have been living as a woman full time, which would include on the dress code, how I speak, how I think, how I relate to other people, all of that. So they have to evaluate that, and then they will give me a piece of paper that says, hey, I should be using the women's bathroom, or I should be using the women's changing room. I should be treated as a woman. Getting that official document isn't just me walking in and be like, I want it. No, I need to explain it, I need to show it, I need someone to approve, someone professional to say this person is transgender. And when I talk about the mind and how we feel, how we think, it is actually scientifically researched that most trans people's brain and brainwaves work the same and act the same as the gender that they feel they should be. So therefore, my brain works more like a woman's brain than it does a man's brain. Usually one of the other first steps for us is to take hormone replacement therapy. This is something I've been taking right now for over 20 months. While these medications can give the desired effect of our bodies changing and adjusting more towards female, including more sensitive skin, less body odor, breast growth, body fat distribution, so we all look a bit different, it comes with a lot of side effects such as liver disease, blood clots, blood disease, and these are medications that we need to take for the rest of our lives if we don't want to detransition. And as you can imagine, taking medical pills for our entire lives, or having injections, or any other way to absorb this medication is not great for the body. So I'm taking vitamins, I'm trying to watch my food, watch my health to make sure that I have a nice and healthy life. And even then I suffered like gallbladders, which could be related to the medication, could be related to some few other things. I also did a video about that. So this isn't something that we just do for a day and be like, I'm a girl now. No, with medical stuff, we gotta be very serious about it before we take it. We gotta think about it. We gotta stress about it. It's very serious. While I can definitely stop taking medication and detransition if I feel like I made a mistake, by going on this journey on taking this medical transition, it is a lifetime commitment. If you want to have a bit more understanding about more of the changes that hormones have given me and things that are like from hormone changes, feel free to check out those videos as well. I've done a 10 list of things that hormones can change and 10 lists of things that I love the most from hormones. But hormones don't change everything. Yes, my body shape is slightly different. Yes, I have some breast growth, but I don't have what I consider to be full-size breast for someone of my body size, or the full female shape that I would like. So these are things where I would consider to take surgery, which is something I'm gonna do. A lot of trans women would go through painful surgery, laser treatments for hair removal or skin. They might get surgery to help with the hairline, scalp. A lot of these surgeries look way more painful than what I'm going to be doing. And not only that, some of us might even consider voice surgery or voice training. There's a lot of stuff apart from being approved, getting medicine, and on top of that, you got the surgery and you got the training and lasers and stuff. There's a lot of stuff we need to do just in order to feel more comfortable in our bodies, just to pass or fit in society, what the world thinks a woman should be like. The amount of effort that we do, on top of all the other things that women are pressured into doing. And women in certain areas are pressured into learning makeup. Like if their hair is not good enough or they're not dressed properly, they get looked down upon. Trans women go through those too, on top of acknowledging and knowing we have a lot of male traits of our bodies that we really want to change or hide or make it different. And none of this is cheap. Surgery is expensive. Laser expensive, sometimes more expensive than some surgeries. Voice training is hard to come by depending on where you are, even if you have the money for it. So please understand the amount of work, pain, and experiences and the amount of money that we spend in order for ourselves to feel more comfortable in our bodies, to fit more into society as the gender we desire. And on top of that, there's also the fear that we experience from rejection from family and co-workers and friends. All of this stuff put on top of it, we're definitely not doing this as a joke. Like, we're not doing this to trick people or to lie to people. We're doing this just to be ourselves, our true selves, how our brain identifies with. So as a trans woman, a lot of us go through all of this. While we know we can never be the same as a cis woman, 100% identical as a biological woman, through all the medication, pain and effort, we are definitely not men, both physically and mentally. To those of you who don't quite understand trans people, I've done a lot of videos here hoping to explain my journey as well as different things about LGBT stuff. You can check those videos out, and there's a lot of information out there that you can check out to understand more of what we are thinking and more what we are going through. And I sincerely hope that you can check those out as well and try to learn more about, well, our gender. Right back to the butterfly app thing, for the people who don't want to hang out with trans people, who don't like trans people. I mean, look, everyone has their own preferences, their own likes and dislikes. You don't have to like me. You don't have to let me join in your activities if you don't want to. But at the very least, you don't need to turn around and continue to call me man. But if you want to treat me as a fellow human being, I respectfully ask you to not refer me as a man. Thank you for watching this video. As always, take care, have a nice day. I will see you guys soon. Bye bye now.